Asterisk, in the beginning, when the world was still fresh and humanity was young, two brothers stood before God with gifts in their hands. One gift was accepted, the other rejected. What followed changed history forever. This is the story of Cain and Abel, the first brothers, the first sacrifice, and the first murder. But beyond the tragedy lies a powerful lesson that still speaks to us today. Asterisk. Cain and Abel were the first two sons of Adam and Eve. Cain, the older brother, became a farmer, tilling the soil and growing crops. Abel, the younger, became a shepherd, caring for sheep and animals. Both of them knew about God through their parents. Adam and Eve had once walked with God in the Garden of Eden before sin entered the world. Though the garden was lost, worshiping God was still necessary. And so one day both brothers brought offerings before the Lord. Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering. Abel, on the other hand, brought the very best of his flock, the firstborn lambs, the fat portions, the most valuable he had. God looked with favor on Abel's sacrifice, but Cain's offering was rejected. Why? The difference wasn't just in what they gave, but in how they gave it. Abel gave his best, with faith, humility, and obedience. Hebrews 11:4 tells us, "By faith Abel offered God a better sacrifice than Cain." Cain's offering, however, lacked faith and sincerity. He gave something, but not the best. His heart wasn't in it. And there is a deeper reason. Abel's sacrifice involved blood, the life of the lamb, which pointed forward to the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus Christ. Cain's offering of crops had no blood, no atonement. It was worship on Cain's terms, not God's. When Cain saw that God accepted Abel's sacrifice and rejected his own, anger burned in his heart. His face fell. Jealousy began to grow. But God, in his mercy, did not abandon Cain. He spoke directly to him. Asterisk. Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Asterisk. Genesis 4:6-7. God warned Cain, sin is like a wild animal waiting to attack. But Cain still had a choice to resist sin and do right, or to let it control him. Sadly, Cain chose the second path. Cain invited Abel into the field, pretending perhaps to speak as brothers, but in his heart rage boiled over. And there, in that quiet field, Cain struck Abel down. His jealousy turned into violence, and Abel, the righteous brother, became the first human victim of murder. When God asked Cain, single quotes, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain replied coldly, "Don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But nothing is hidden from God. He answered, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." The earth itself bore witness to Cain's crime. God confronted Cain with judgment. The ground which Cain tilled would no longer yield its strength to him. He would become a restless wanderer on the earth. But even in judgment, God showed mercy. Cain feared others would kill him, so God placed a protective mark on him. No one was to lay a hand on Cain. This shows us something important. Even when God punishes sin, his mercy still shines. Justice was given, but grace was not absent. What lessons can we learn from Cain and Abel? 1. God looks at the heart. Worship isn't about what we bring, but the sincerity, faith, and obedience behind it. 2. Give God your best. Abel gave his firstborn and the best portions. God deserves excellence, not leftovers. 3. Deal with jealousy early. Cain allowed bitterness to grow until it destroyed him. Sin begins in the heart before it becomes action. 4. We are our brother's keeper. God expects us to care for one another, not tear each other down. 5. Sin crouches at the door. Temptation is always waiting, but God calls us to master it, not be mastered by it. The story of Cain and Abel is not just about the first murder. It's about worship, faith, the battle with sin, and the responsibility we carry for one another. Cain and Abel remind us that God sees beyond the gift and into the heart. He calls us to give our best, to walk in faith, and to overcome sin before it overcomes us. The choice is always before us. Will we be like Abel, offering God our best in faith, or like Cain, holding back and letting sin rule over us? The decision is ours. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Storyteller's Bible for more in-depth Bible stories that bring God's Word to life.